father worked for Kaiser Aluminum, was an instrument and electrical superintendent. His job was to hire instrument techs and electricians. And he had a hard time finding qualified applicants and decided that he would start his own school. So he left Kaiser in '73 and took his retirement and opened the school. Took a gamble. And when he first started, he was an instructor and he had about 15 students. And now we have about 90 employees and over 450 students. So we've grown a lot since that day back in 1973. I started working here in 1984. And in 1986 I became director of the school. I became president of the college in 1996. Well, we've been known as a high-tech industrial training school. The instrumentation, process operations, or P-Tech, electronics, drafting, electrical, office automation, and information technology, all those programs we feel are high-paying, skilled jobs. We do have many of the area industries that come in to do their hiring or their job applicant interviews. They do their interviews here at the college. They'll call us and say, this is what we're looking for, what type of candidate we'd like to have. They'll come here, they'll do all of their interviews here at the school. We have some internships with companies like Dow, Entergy, Marathon, companies like that come in and do internships with our students. Some of our big employers are Oceaneering, Emerson just hired one of our graduates. So, you know, they'll come in, they'll look for students who did well on attendance, did well on their test scores, their overall GPA, and pick the best qualified students they can find. Our population breaks down to about 25% high school graduates. They're just leaving high school, about 18 years old. Another 33% or so would be those who left high school or maybe dropped out, went and tried something, and then they're coming back at about 24 to 30. And then you have those who are later on in life who are maybe adding on to a career that they already have. They're having to gain a little bit more education because, you know, technology is changing every day, so they have to continue to stay on the ball with their training, so they choose us to come here too. We work with a lot of adult learners, and when you see adult learners who come in who've been out of school for maybe 10 to 15 years, they have very low self-esteem, and most of the time they don't do very well on our testing here. And so we have to take a chance on them, because I'm a big believer that you cannot test desire. We have had too many people who've done well at the college, went on and got great jobs, but they didn't do well on our entrance exam. So what we do is, I don't know of any other school that does this, we actually, if they don't do well on the entrance exam, we'll bring them in under a probation. And if they do well during the first term, we'll let them continue. If they don't do well the first term, we'll tell them, look, you know, it'd be a good idea maybe for you to check out an adult education facility, get your GED or something to that effect, and then come back, and we don't charge them a thing. One of the other great things about the school is that once you graduate from here, you're part of the family. If you want to come back for brush up, you can come back and take anything you want. We had someone come by the other day who has this great opportunity and says, you know, I haven't been in that particular field for a while. You know, can I brush up? Not only can you brush up, you can sit in the classrooms, anything you need, because we feel like, hey, you've paid once, you're part of the family. It's a lifetime commitment we make to our students that we'll be here to help them with job placement, any type of touch-up they need in their field.